You're kidding me, right? Okay, let's do it again.
He must be good. He ain't doing no mic checks or nothing.
I thought we did them already. No? Oh.
Here we go.
Mike saying ain't working.
Stand by.
Nobody listening.
We're live on Spreaker.
These are for the outtakes.
Stupid. All right, folks, here we go.
This is Straight No Chaser Talk Radio. We're just getting started. Straight No Chaser Talk Radio.
He's drinking that with no chaser.
This is Straight No Chaser Talk Radio. We're just getting started. Straight No Chaser Talk Radio.
He's drinking that with no chaser.
This is Straight No Chaser Talk Radio. We're just getting started. Straight No Chaser Talk Radio.
He's drinking that with no chaser.
Hey, folks, how you doing? Welcome back to another edition, experience called Straight No Chaser.
Yes, sir.
Been bad, and we got the Chief.
Yes, sir. I am here.
And Shannon.
We got Shannon
in the house. What is Shannon? Shannon there? Keep her song in there.
Good evening. Glad to be here tonight.
How you doing, Shannon? How's everything out there in the left coast?
It's going well. How is it out there? Is it really cold?
No. See, no, not yet. No, I'm still down. It's on the east, but I'm still kind of down south. It was probably in the mid 70s or so, high 70s. So we're still good. I think it's supposed to be a mild winter in most places anyway, whenever it gets here. But you got so much craziness still going on in Washington, D.C., so you never know. It's chilly there right now, a little crazy and a little chilly, but for all intents and purposes, everything else outside the political world is, and Corona and the health world,
sir.
Coronavirus, that is still out there, man. That is still out there. So we thought we'd take a break today and talk about something a little different. And maybe a lot more helpful, and folks can kind of sit back and think about this kind of stuff, because a lot of times when we talk about wealth or generational wealth, people confuse salaries and making money for the time, and I got a good job and I'm making 6 figures and I'm spending 7 figures, but so it doesn't work out the way they want it, because you got to think about it. You got to think about what you're doing. Was that old song, More Money, More Problems?
There you go.
You gotta anticipate and think ahead, and you almost got to plan to make money. Just like everything else, you got to make sure and make your money work. As they say, if you don't, what does it say? If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail.
Yeah, there it is.
So if we can, we've got a guest tonight that's going to help us talk about generational wealth, which is a lot of times, it seems to miss a lot of us in the minority communities oftentimes, because we historically in this country, we just had such a late start, so
that's right.
Wasn't something that was passed down to us in the same way. But now folks are learning. Folks are in the stock markets. Folks are doing all kind of things, real estate investors and all types of stuff. So we've got a guest tonight that's going to help us be smarter from a financial sense. Chief, are you smart from a financial sense?
I try to be.
Coming up.
I try to be, but I can always use a few extra tips. I can just say I'm trying.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, it passed me. It it missed me. I gotta. So I'm learning. I'm gonna be sitting down writing with notepad and pen tonight.
I think Shannon got all the financial brains.
Yeah, Shannon look like money.
Yeah, she does. Look like brand new money. Look
It's
like
just a look.
brand new $100. But look at it. Look at it, then, bad.
Yeah, you look like crisp new money.
She look. She doesn't even give change. Look at her.
No. I can't now. Chief done messed me up now. Now I'm all jacked up. Who's helping us? Who you got helping us tonight learning about some money and some money things on a serious tip? This is serious. We're going to have fun where we can, but we try to bring you information that you need, that you can use.
That's right. Well, tonight, since we're talking about GPS solutions with William Steen, and so we're going to talk about generational wealth and buying houses. So why not have some house music in the background as we talk about this, Dan? Man, what you think?
I was getting ready to say, what the hell is going on? On somebody else's line?
Look,
Somebody else's show?
that's right, man. No, we're talking about house. Buying House. House.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Brother Steen.
Yes,
is in the
sir.
house.
We got Brother William Steen in the house. And, of course, Brother Steen is the proprietor of GPS Solutions in Maryland. And as we talked about on our real estate show, in all seriousness, William Steen has been doing some phenomenal things in terms of trying to get that generational wealth thing going for families across the DMV area. Or those of you who are not familiar, that's the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. And he's really doing some novel things to help people that may think that there's no way I'm going to be able to buy a house for a variety of reasons, whether my credit is wrecked, I don't have enough credit, I don't have enough money, or all of those challenges that people face. William Steen and the folks that work in his agency are really doing their part to sort of help people get to the American dream, and also to look at some other options that may help them to be able to start that process in terms of obtaining generational wealth. But not only that, but passing it along as well. So, William Bill Steen, welcome to Straight No Chaser. How are you, sir?
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. It's great to join you all. I am a fan of Straight No Chaser, and I am excited to be here. You've had my partner in the real estate industry, Wavitra, on your show many times. You've had a good friend of mine, Phil Lee, on your show many times. So I'm excited to finally be here. I am thankful to be able to share my information and some of the knowledge that I have with your listeners and your viewers.
Sure. Now, when Wavitra was on the show and she was talking about all the programs that we had never heard of, and she just came up with all kinds of things, and we're still, just like, wow, can you believe that? Never heard of that. What is that? Some of the things I couldn't even spell, but it was just really amazing, all the things that are available that people just don't know about. And as you've said many times, I know that you were listening to that show and we had a chance to talk after the show. There's so many things that families should be looking at in terms of building that generational wealth. So laying that foundation, tell us, how does a family get started and the things that you do to help people in that regard? And then we're going to let Thinbad and Shannon bring their questions and knowledge to the table.
Sure, absolutely. So first of all, let me satisfy my legal team by sharing that I am not representing myself as a certified financial counselor, a tax advisor, or a real estate professional. That I am just sharing the information only and the tools and the techniques that I have learned and that I am using with my company and with myself. So I need to make the lawyers happy. Any information that I share with you, it is my request that if you want to dig into the details of it, that you consult a financial advisor, your own
Sure.
personal financial advisor, your tax advisor, your legal professional, and get the information for yourself. But with that being said, I am a real estate investor. I'm not a real estate agent, and that allows me to do a lot of things that real estate professionals don't do in terms of creative ways to obtain houses, because I'm an investor. And I would tell you all that I was compelled to open GPS. I've been in real estate investing for years. I was in real estate investing with another company that my wife and I owned back in 2006, 2007. Where we fixed and flipped houses, we rented houses. I re-entered into the market after the crash and started doing tax liens. And now I'm focused on lease options, where I still do rent to own is what I'm doing now, but I still do tax liens, I still do fix and flips, but my main focus is lease options, and it's otherwise known as rent to own. And I'm gonna tell you, I got into that because I became extremely disturbed when the reports came out about certain banking institutions that were charged with discriminating against certain minority groups and granting them loans and taking them through the loan process. I've always been passionate about helping people, and I really, really dug deep to determine what I could do to help our community that was underserved and overlooked to become homeowners and fulfill that dream that many have a desire to do. And so, as a real estate investor with GPS Solutions, we really focus on the entire process of the rent to own. So we don't just purchase a house, or we don't just connect with a seller and get a house under contract, but we work with the client. And I call myself a senior advisor. I don't call myself the president. I call myself a senior advisor because I work with the client all the way through until they get to the settlement table. And that means bringing them to our partners to help with savings. That means bringing them to our partners to help with credit restoration. That means bringing them to our partners that will even show them how to pay the house off early if they strategically have the right things in place. And so we work with clients from the very beginning to the very end. And our model is we say yes when others say no. So if you call GPS Solutions and you say, hey, I want to buy a house, we will do a phone interview and we'll talk to you. And our answer is definitely going to be yes. Now, it may be yes, the process has to start and we have to save. It doesn't mean, yes, we're going to go and put you in a house tomorrow. But yes, we're going to work with you and get you in a position where you become attractive to a lender so that at the end of the lease option term, you won't be disappointed if you follow, and I want to make sure that I say this, if you follow the strategies that have been put in place. There are some people that have entered into the program, and because their credit rating started rising, they got a little bit beside themselves and decided that this was the year that they wanted to get a Corvette. You know, that's not the strategy that we want you to follow, because I think we all know that automobile dealerships can really be more creative in getting you in that car than a bank lender for a house. But if you follow the strategies and you follow our partners' advice and direction, we'll stay with you all the way through. And if there's more time needed, we'll work with you on that as well, because our ultimate goal is getting you in the house. That was a long answer to a short question, but
yes, it was.
That was good. But it was good. You had a whole lot in there. You saw we were at rapt attention. You got a little preacher in you too. I can.
Yes, it does. Well,
got a little bit. I could see. I can hear it. I can hear it. That's right. Underserved and overlooked. Watch out now. The lost and the left eye. Why do you do my dance? Woo!
That's right.
But I got it. But on all serious note, that's you want to have people who take that kind of time and trying to go through and who understand the problems, the things that we run up against, in the community. Like you said, as soon as you said, you got to stay in the whole way. You sit down and you help someone through with their credit. Their credit starts looking good. They're getting excited. They're getting these notices in the mail like, hey, I can get this card and get this